boom, boom, boom. Hello, everybody. Do 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 do. Dang. Do 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 do. Hello, 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 hello. I'm gonna wait 1 minute for a few people to join. I am early, unlike most people who are late. And we're gonna start right at 2:30. It's gonna be short and sweet today. I'm gonna give you my shit. Here we go. All right, everybody, welcome. It's 5:30. This is Stories of Hope. My name is Daniel Weber. In case you know me, don't know me, it doesn't really matter. I'm here every day with you at 5:30. I am bringing you all kinds of different stories of inspiration, hope, and all different things that local heroes, community heroes, and people are doing for one another, for their own families, for their friends. I am not a talk show host. I'm not a celebrity. I am nothing by any means. I am just someone who is here, just like you, trying to protect my family, my friends, my loved ones. We're in the midst of a pandemic. Today is 4.1 lakh, 4.2 lakh new cases in India that are reported. I'm sure it's double, triple that of unreported. 4,000 new deaths today. None of us really know how to navigate through this, so we're all in this together. So I thought I'd put together this show, bring on one or two people every day that can shed some light, where to get resources, where to find ICU beds, oxygen, ventilators, food, a bunch of different things. So, like I say every day, I personally am addicted to watching the news, getting updates, and every single thing that's going on. For me, that's how I stay informed. Some people are not into that at all, and some people, it totally makes them spiral out of control and become depressed. So if you don't want to watch the news and you don't want to get updates on where you can find different things, hello, dog. There's a dog here. I'm outside. It's a dog barking at another dog, just to make it even more, strange. So, and I totally lost my train of thought because of the dog. That's not my dog. So, again, bring you updates on information. Also, I'm just going to start with, I'm going to start with a few people that I want to mention that have been doing great work over the past few days that I've just heard of. So, of course, the show really is about people that, I know some celebrities. I don't know what most are doing. I really love that common people are coming forward. Everyday people, neighbors, people that you don't know are coming forward, and they are helping one another. So I wanted to give a shout out to a couple people in the industry that are actually doing really well. Number one, there is, of course, Sachin from PETA. He's been doing amazing. And he set up with Sunny and PETA in general 10,000 vegan meals to be distributed to migrant workers. Jacqueline Fernandez did something amazing today and yesterday. She was doing a food drive, giving food out to thousands of people. Virat Kohli and Anushka Sharma, they both donated 2 crores today towards a relief fund, and they are giving that to specific outlets. And Sono Sood. I have to give a shout out to Sono Sood. I sort of know him, don't know him. I met him a bunch of times. I wouldn't say he's a friend by any means. He is like a modern day hero. I mean, you just have to give that guy a shout out. He offers places to stay. He arranges hotels for frontline workers. He finds ICU beds. He arranges oxygen cylinders. He has a feeding program that feeds 45,000 people a day under his food drive. It is remarkable. The other people I want to give a shout out to, which I don't really think get a shout out, and I know a lot of lives have been lost, is the journalists. Journalists are now frontline workers. They are covering this pandemic. They are telling you what the government does not always tell you. I'm sure you can connect the dots. They are... You want me to talk about Priyanka Chopra? Her and Nick have been doing wonderful also. They have set up a fund, whoever just wrote that. and what we were writing something about Sono Sood airlifting. I think it came across so fast I couldn't check it out. Yes, Priyanka and Nick, while we were on the celebrity front of people, they've been doing great too, raising money. They have a relief fund as well. Um, Journalists, though, I want to come back to journalists. They are frontline workers. They are risking their lives. So there's been over 100 journalists that have lost their lives already during the pandemic. They are now declared frontline workers, eligible for vaccines immediately, because they are right there in the middle of everything. They are covering everything. They are bringing you news that the government is not bringing you and doesn't always want you to know. They are the real deal. They are getting out there and they are amazing. I know so many of them personally, and they are fucking amazing. Hands down, thank you so much, journalists, frontline workers. Now, without further ado, we are going to jump right in. I have one guest for you today, guest, friend, work with him. We've been working with him. It is, I'm going to call him in. He's a legend. Vikram. Let's see if I can find him. And there he is. I'm calling him in. Mr. Vikram, call Mr. Vikram Bhatt in, because you all should hear what Mr. Vikram Bhatt has been doing, what he has, and what he would like to say. And
Hey, hello.
oh my God, and there he is. Hi.
How are you, Daniel?
I'm doing good. You don't have to be so somber to see me. You can't smile to see me.
I'm happy to see you.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, I mean, we're all going through the same crappy situation in one way or another. So,
Terrible, terrible times.
yeah, every day, I open up, I'm like a news fanatic. So every day when I open up, I'm like, okay, it's had to have peaked. It's had to have peaked.
Hello, ma'am. Sunny ma'am is saying hello
Oh,
to the both of
she is?
us.
Oh, very nice. Is she on? Very nice. I can't see her on.
Yeah, she's on. She just quickly scrolled up.
Oh, very nice. Um, so every day I think that it's peaked, and I'm like, okay, this has got to be making its way down, and then every day it gets worse. I just cannot even understand this, actually, and it's got to peak at some point. Everything that goes up has to come down, right?
Yeah. Hello, Krishna. I think Krishna is also here.
Hi, Krishna. So tell me,
Hare
what
Krishna.
what do you do during the day?
So because I'm a writer, I have my days full.
Oh yeah, of
As a,
course.
as a matter of fact, I'm usually lagging behind my deadlines of writing.
I've come to
The
learn that
problem,
about Vikram, by the way.
yeah, very slow. Got to
Yeah,
push, push, push. But yeah, so honestly, the days are kind of just blurring and just melting into each other.
yeah. Every day seems the same, right? This is Groundhog Day, we call
Yeah,
it.
yeah, Groundhog Day.
Yeah,
And yesterday I was like really depressed because you know, it's like you're homebound and it's like a prison. Can't do anything. So
I had this
and the
about
news of
I had
yeah,
this about 5 days ago. I was so depressed, and
yeah,
I haven't probably cried since my father passed away. And for a few
okay,
minutes, I cried, and then Karen or Sonny said, "Look at the effect this is having on you." And I said, "It feels like 1,000 pounds on my chest right now. I cannot
yeah,
get past this. That this is happening everywhere."
yeah. So you have to detach yourself from the news for a bit.
Oh, it's very hard to. I'm addicted.
Yeah, and then not to be insensitive because people are dying and times are bad. So nothing we can do. But
Yeah. So you write most of the day, or you try to?
no, I write. I get a fair amount of writing done in the day. Um, and then it's the usual, watching some shows. Uh, the races are on today. Uh, the race in Spain is on
Oh,
this weekend.
I have no regular
So I'm
TV in the mountains, so I don't watch anything
oh
on my
okay. So I'm a
computer.
F1 fanatic.
Oh, very nice.
So I have So the weekends are races. This weekend is Spain.
Okay, that's good.
Gonna
I
do
was
that.
invited to an F1 race in Abu Dhabi, but I never made it. Now I regret it.
Really?
Now's the time that you regret everything.
Yeah, that's great fun. It's great fun.
I'm sure.
Great fun.
So, what do you do besides consuming content and writing to keep you mentally sane during all of this?
So, Daniel, I'm a very spiritual person. So there is a lot of meditation I do.
Hmm.
Um, I also follow the Gita, and I also follow a lot of Lord Krishna. So I find that one has to be able to believe in the duality of things, believe in the fact that, you know, this is that what's happening to the world and what's
For
happening
a
to you,
reason.
and then you feel that, okay, I am the observer.
Hmm.
There is a soul inside me, and and I have to detach myself from even myself.
But do you believe everything like this happens for a reason? Because that's pretty deep.
Look, someone said a very nice thing, that why is God not the God of the coronavirus?
Hmm. Yeah.
Why does God have to be God of human beings? If there is a God, then he's the God of everything, or she is the God of everything.
Correct.
If the, so if the virus wants to live, the virus wants to beat us. The virus wants to be on top of the food chain, like we did some time back.
Hmm.
So
Just can't imagine that this is how it ends.
no, 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 it doesn't end like this. I think we will prevail.
Yes,
We
I
will
think so too.
prevail
I think
by
we're
our
reaching.
sheer numbers and a thing called herd immunity at the end of the day. We
That, and
will
I think that
prevail.
when we come together as a human race, we actually what we can figure out is quite amazing, and I think we're proving this through science and through just helping one another. It is quite amazing.
But you know what? I think, Daniel, the thing is that we should stop. I think there's a lot of blaming the governments. There's a lot of, I mean, yeah, there is a lot of death.
Yeah.
Uh, there is no oxygen. There are no beds. They knew it was coming. But there will be a time where we will have to stand up and take responsibility for our actions in all this.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, 1,000%. I think that people are upset about the government with the government more about the lack of um, forthcoming information, and we all know the situation's bad. Maybe it's better to, at this point, so far into it, to come out and acknowledge it and just say, listen, it's bad and it's a little bit more than we can handle, so we need help.
Yeah,
Instead of, bullshitting around it. That's my thing. I don't think that, listen,
that's
no
yeah.
government no government has done a great job in any country. I don't care. I mean, it's impossible. This is a new no one has
Look,
dealt with
yeah.
this in 100 years.
See, anybody in the government's place would have been paralyzed.
Correct. And every government has been. Every country has seen the same thing. First wave, second wave,
This
third wave, some of them.
is
And
yeah.
they're all
This is
facing the same
too
issues.
big.
Correct.
This is too big. It's gone into the villages. It's
Yes.
gone. It's just out of control.
Yes,
Yes,
it
I
is.
don't think the numbers that we are getting of dead and the sick reflect what is going on the ground, for sure.
Correct. Correct.
That's not happening at all. I think there are more people dying, there are more people sick,
Yes, of course, of course. I mean, you just
but
basically
we
based on the percentage
have
of
to,
positivities of
yeah,
testing, you can figure that out. Yeah.
we have to blame ourselves for coming here. I know of educated people who went to the Kumbh Mela.
Yeah. Correct. Which is,
And
I mean, that's a whole nother conversation of.
yeah, that's a whole other conversation. And I don't know if I just have a problem with people who say, you know, God will save us, and to them I want to say he's a God of everything, including the virus. So watch out.
Yeah.
Even the virus is praying to him. and saying, "Oh God, let me beat these guys,"
Yeah.
and they are
So
mutating.
yes, and that's a whole nother interesting thing is mutations and variants has become so out of control. Every time any country or government thinks they have a handle on it, it's something new, which is again
No,
impossible. It's impossible to fight.
no, not going to happen.
Yeah. So I have a question. Positive. What do you do, or what can you tell people to get through this? Obviously, people have sick loved ones, sick family. Hold on while I'm for people to help mentally get through this. What do you suggest? Words of wisdom in a time when there feels like there is not much.
I feel that at a time like this, the first thing you have to do is follow science and follow science to the T. There are a lot of WhatsApp groups that are sending a lot of
Crazy stuff.
information.
Yeah.
Please do not listen to those WhatsApp groups. Please do not listen to alternate medicines.
Okay, I'm
Please
going to
don't.
reiterate that before you even go on. People listening, WhatsApp groups, we all get crazy notifications every day. Verify. 99% of those are such misinformation.
Yeah,
Please verify.
do not go into WhatsApp groups because, some say that have ginger, have lemon, have this,
Oh,
have that.
that lemon story was ridiculous from an officer.
Yeah,
That was insanity.
yeah.
Insanity.
Yeah, that's crazy. So
Yeah.
listen to science,
Yeah.
listen to the masks, listen to your SOPs. Uh, that's the first thing we can do.
Do you
First
think
thing.
double masking is crazy, or you think that that is legitimate?
It's crazy. Doesn't help.
Because you know, and not to go in this route, but you know. Boo, 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 Vikram Bhatt, I'm looking for you. I'm gonna find you. Hi, everybody. I'm back. We got really terrible connection here. I am in the mountains, like lost in the mountains. I'm gonna get Vikram back on here, and I'd like to finish this conversation. Where are you, Vikram Bhatt? I can't find him anywhere because he is nowhere to be found. Who has worse service, Vikram, you or me? Okay, I don't find him here. I don't know, Vikram. I don't know where you are. But we were having a conversation, and I will try to keep finding you and see where you are, Vikram. I see other Vikrams. Okay. Well, I cannot find you, but we will continue. Um, so that was Vikram Bhatt. He will be coming back in and joining us to finish the conversation. Double masking. That seems to be a new thing right now, double masking. Whether it works or not, I have no idea. I guess you will have to figure that out on your own because I have no idea what the science is behind that. I am happy to discuss that with anybody that wants to discuss that. And there he is. He's back. He's back. Vikram. And just want to also let everybody know this full audio will be stripped, put on a podcast, YouTube, Facebook, wherever. And there you are.
Hi,
I'm in the
sorry.
mountains. Yeah, look at this. I'm here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, everything looks nice for a few days. So, um, and so the connection is really wonky here. So double
Oh,
masking. I would like to
no.
continue this. You
So
believe double
double
masking?
masking. Yeah, we
Okay.
have to understand that the coronavirus is like so small. It's like a it's like an almost like a single-celled organism. So if you're, I mean, mask will protect you, but if it's going to go through, it's going to go through, you know.
Correct. It's going
Why
to
do
find
you,
its way.
yeah, why do you think so many people, even doctors who are taking precautions, who are wearing PPE kits and shields and everything are still getting it? They're still falling ill.
Yes, that's a good question. I always wonder that as well. And then I wonder about, I always say to myself, this many people are sick. And then I ask, all these people are not wearing masks? I can't imagine that.
700 people have died because of election vote counting,
Correct.
and they were all wearing masks. They
Yeah.
were all following the SOPs. This is a dangerous virus. It's 15 times more dangerous than it was in the first wave. We are just better off keeping ourselves as away, as isolated, and safe as possible. It's like a tornado, it's like a hurricane. You've got to go into the bunker and you have to wait it out.
Yeah, it's a long wait out. We're 15
Yeah,
months
it's
in.
a long wait. Yeah, it's a long wait.
Um, and people who are looking for resources, you have any good advice?
In terms of COVID resources,
Yeah, it could be. There's people looking for basically everything. People looking for food, oxygen, ventilators, ICU beds.
I'll tell you, people online have a heart of gold,
It's
Daniel.
amazing, right?
I have a friend whose husband is fighting for his life in Bangalore. It's all of 37,
Yeah,
and
very
he needed a bed in Bangalore. I have nobody in Bangalore. I don't know anybody in Bangalore. I put out a call on Facebook and on Instagram, and within seconds, not even minutes, I had like a surge of people giving me addresses, names, hospital beds. People have people have just gotten together, and it is so heartening to know that in these times, it just makes me so emotional that in these
yeah,
times the people have just are so strong, so resilient that they are just saving the lives of strangers and going through lengths. Look at those Sadarjis, setting up oxygen lungers so that
in
you
the
can take oxygen
Gujaras.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I just
This is
I
exactly
just
how
think,
this came about. This is why I wanted to broadcast because there are stories that I'm reading every day. And these are people that are so selfless. They don't even know who they're helping. They don't care who they're helping. They
yeah.
just want to help. There are so many stories, thousands a day. And this is exactly what it was. And I said, you know what? People deserve to hear these stories because there's so much terrible already going on around us. They deserve to hear these stories at least.
And I have seen this as an Indian, as someone who has grown up here, Daniel. I have seen that people of this country are resilient, but they also come together regardless of caste, creed, when it comes to this. I remember there was this deluge in Mumbai. I think it was 26th of July or something of that sort. But this is a good 15 years back. And there was a storm in Mumbai. People were stuck in cars, they could not get home, there was flooding, and you could see people in the water outside the houses with bottles of water, with biscuits,
Yeah,
helping strangers.
yeah,
Uh, so it's just heartbreaking to see this spirit of trying to save the other. And it
yeah.
makes me feel that this is the real Indian.
I think
Everything
this
else
has been
is,
happening all over the world. I mean,
yeah, everything else is
it's really
politics, Daniel.
this is this is humanity. This is what it.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, this is what it took for people
yeah,
to realize that we need to learn to help one another again, because we sort of got so far away from that.
Absolutely. Everything else is politics.
Correct.
Everything else that divides you is politics. The real
Yes.
humanity is these people who are helping each other out.
Yes.
Nobody knows even the name of the patient. He could be a Hindu, he could be a
Correct.
Muslim.
And it
They
doesn't
are
matter.
just
Correct.
they're just doing everything they can. And I think this spirit will beat the virus.
I agree with that. This is what I hope for also. I believe that us coming together is what's going to beat this. Whether it's
Yes,
humanity and science together, this is how we win.
this is how we win. Absolutely right.
So I am going to cut it short because I personally feel that I probably bore a bunch of people out there. So I want to thank you so much. Thank you
I
for your
don't
time.
think so.
Thank
Thank you,
you
Daniel.
for your story and your wisdom, of course. And I hope soon, one day, to be resumed working. And as everyone else
I
does
hope
in the
so.
world, whenever it happens, it happens. And with total safety,
Stay
and we
safe.
will make great things.
Please stay safe. Please give
Yes,
my love to the entire crew
I will
and
do.
Sunny
Yes.
and Hitesh and Geet and everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. So kind. Thank you. So kind of you. Thank you. And be safe,
Okay.
please. And say
Please
hello
be
to your
safe.
family. Thank you. And be
Thank you,
and
Daniel.
you be safe, because I know as well that you are higher risk as well. So be safe.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. That was Vikram Bhatt. He is amazing. I'm sure most of you know him. And I'm just going to cut this off and be finished. And tomorrow we have some great people coming on, sharing some wisdom, sharing some inspiration, some great stories. Um, right now, I just want to tell you that you can get all the information from people that we have spoken to for resources, whether it's food, ventilators, oxygen, ICU beds, taxi rides to the airport, car rides to the airport, whatever it is, sanitization of your buildings, everything free of cost, medicine. You can go on my stories. You can email info@suncityent.com. We will post that. You can DM me. You can DM any of the people that you've seen on here. We will get you the resources that you need. Um, any other information you need, please email, call, DM, whatever you have to do. Please be safe, be smart. We'll see you tomorrow, 5:30. Do not be stupid. It is bad out there. It will get better. In time, it will get better. Please be smart. See you. Good night. Love you all. Bye-bye.